Yes, don't adjust your screens. I am dyeing my beard at the moment. So I've had it a few times, like the dark purple, but yeah, I just figured it was looking a bit grey and messy, so I use it's just a semi-permanent dye, so it actually smells like bubble gum. So that it hasn't got any ammonia in it, so you can safely put it on a beard. But I figured something out. I've been looking at like other YouTubers, not well, actually I won't include this in any of the slingshot YouTubers, but all the others, I think I figured out the secret to success. What I'm doing wrong is I click record, I record a video, and then I hit stop. So from what I'm seeing from all these other YouTubers out there, that's completely wrong. What you're meant to do is record about 2,000 2-second videos where you say about 3 words and then you just glue all those together. And that's why they're like all jerking all over the place, words are cut out. Like, that's what I'm doing wrong. I thought I was like helping like the YouTube community as a whole out and trying to do like this whole video. But yeah, totally wrong. I need to do like these little 2-second snippets where I can only fit in 3 words. Yes, I'm having a dig at the millennials and the Gen Zs. Like, sort your attention span out. So this is a very delayed unboxing. So I have 2 sling mail. So this one came from Omega. So we know what this is like, and the other things in there. This one is a surprise one, and I'll tell the story of this after the first. So, believe it or not, I have had this, and I just want to show you. Like, I haven't like opened it. I wanted to save this for an unboxing, but I have had it today. So I've got a little hole. That's just where I was tearing off labels because I don't want to just show everyone my address. So this one is the Omega Slings knife that I'm using. This is actually anyone who wants a good knife and is really on a budget, I really recommend this one. So this is the Cricket and it's the copacetic. I've had this for 4 years and I'm not a heavy knife user. That's why I don't like go crazy on expensive knives. I've had this for 4 years and I use it a few times a week, and especially now, like more boxes and stuff like that. I sharpened it for the first time today in 4 years. Again, I'm not a heavy use person, but it is just such a nice knife. The handle's plastic, but I won't bore everyone because not everyone's really into knives. I know there's a few people that are, but just saying, if ever you're looking for a cheap, good knife, I highly recommend this one. Not sponsored, never sponsored by anyone. You know what I'm like. You've seen the videos. I'm never getting monetized or sponsored at all. So, which doesn't bother me. So anything I ever say, it is true from the heart that I do like that product. So check it out wherever you get knives, whatever country you're in. Check out the copacetic, and I don't think unless you're really into the expensive knives. If you've got like old Spydercos and all that, then yeah, you probably wouldn't be looking at this. But anyone on a budget wants a good knife, this has worked out well for me. So this first package, this is the one from Omega. And as I said, I know people kind of know most of what's in here already, one of them, because as I've sort of said before, I've drawn over certain items. So here, so I'm turning this to the camera, so we're all seeing this at the same time. Right. Let me get it so it isn't shining. Now, I can't remember the name of this frame, so I'll have to look it up. Because I ordered it, I was like, well, I'm doing an Omega Slings order, I may as well order a few things. So, again, see what I'm talking about, like the colours. Like I went for the orange and white, I like bright colours. So we'll take a look at that. I'm sorry. I should have actually looked at the order to remind myself what that other frame was, like what that one was. So I've got some of the no shocker. I think 21, the 0.45 Omega Slings Electric White. So there's no surprises with that one. Like, I think pretty much everyone uses that. Really well done for Mikey, if you're listening. Like, they've actually shown a lot of care and attention in the wrapping of this, making sure that nothing gets damaged. So appreciate that. And if anyone's ever wondering if they've never ordered from Omega, then I'll be putting a link in the description to their website, along with Mikey and Chuckin's YouTube. And I'm sure everyone's already seen it anyway, but just in case, you never know. So let's just give this a little gentle cut. And I know what this is, and I briefly mentioned it. Anyone who saw previous videos probably already knows what this is, because I'd said that I got them protective glasses. So I do need a garbage bin down here. Oh, the floor! The floor works perfectly! So these are the protective glasses that they sell. I did have this old set from like ages ago, if you've seen me in earlier videos, but they've got like this little, I don't know what you want to call it, but it makes everything just slightly blurry. So throw this in the garbage. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like I've got anything on. Like, these are really good. For the price, like, they were cheap. Not like, oh, they're cheap, but they weren't expensive at all, or affordable. There's the word I'm looking for. They are affordable, honestly. Like, they're comfortable. They really are. And honestly, I can't. Like, I can make out just at the edge of my sight, so I draw back to. Yeah, it's not going to interfere in any way with my shooting. That should be good. So let's pop that somewhere. I need to move these rock tumblers out of the way because I'm not using those at the moment. So here is paper. And this will actually come in handy. You'll see why in a later video. But actually, I'm always after like newspaper kind of stuff because I don't get flyers and newspapers and all that anymore. So when you need newspaper for like art, crafty kind of things, it's difficult to come by now. I thought you'd ever say that. So that will actually come in handy. See, you didn't know, did you, Mikey? You was helping me out and you didn't even realise that you're putting paper in there. So that's what's in the box. That was what was in the box. Right, and this one. Right, should I show what Mikey's saying? I'm never ever getting monetized, as I said, so yes. There was a live once and Mikey was in there, and I did actually say to him, hopefully he caught it. I said, like, I never take offence to anything. To me, everything's a joke, like, as you can tell. So I said, oh, when you're doing like Slingshot Tony or anything, like, have at it. Like, really, you're not going to offend me. Just go for it. So that, Mikey, is going in a frame and going to go on my wall. So let's see if I can. Yeah. Just going to cut the paper. I'm going to do it properly later. There we go. I got it off in one go. It's going up in a frame. So I'm going to torment you and put that one to the side. So let's take a look at this one. And again, I apologise. I've forgotten what this one was because I was doing the Omega order and I was just sort of going through and it's like, okay, what else shall I order? Because while I'm doing this, I may as well get another frame. So this, that's not bad actually. Might even band this one up and give it a go. So it is Leighton Strods and Catties. Pop that. I have a little Tupperware boxy thing that I just chuck things into, and then I organise them later into proper drawers. I've shown around my area many times. You've probably seen I've got like this little set of 3 drawers as well. So I am trying to keep everything neat because I'm one of those people that puts things down and then I can't remember where the hell I put it down. So there's a couple of Omega Slings pouches. Both exactly so. Anyone who hasn't seen them. I wonder how clear this is. This camera that I'm using is meant to be 4K, so I don't know. I'll have to check on it. But there's a couple of pouches, so I can use those. Now, I actually have a band set right here. Tell you what I'm going to do, if you will excuse me for a moment. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause this recording just for a second, just while I look up. Can I pause it? I cannot. So, and I'm not going to join up videos. That's just not my style. What you see is what you get. I'm going to quickly look up exactly what this one was, and I bet I could probably just go on the Mega Slings website. And here's how dumb I'm being today. I've got a whole laptop right in front of me, and I'm using my phone. And I'm going to keep doing it, even though I've pointed it out to myself how dumb I'm being. I am going to continue to be dumb. Right, let's have a look. Leighton Strods and Catties. On that page. It is not on that page, unless I bought the last one. Okay, so let's go. Boom, boom. Right, so I just got it. So it is the Vulcan. That's the one I ordered. It just looked like a nice frame. And as I'm kind of building up my collection, I figured, okay, I'll give it a go. I think, to me, and yeah, this may be superficial, because it literally is superficial, but what drew me to this frame was the colour. The orange. The white I'm like okay on, but an orange, I think orange and purple always goes really well together. Orange and purple version look very good. Okay, I put that on the wrong way around. These bloody amateurs, eh? I think it's the maid. Like her, like slacking off. It's rubbing off on me. Right, so let's just slot that in there again. Stop wibbling. Bloody latex, eh? You try and push it in and it pops out and it wibbles. As if like it's fucking latex or something. Right, let's get that in there. And yeah, I'm teasing you. You're like, Anyone who knows me and has seen the chats, you know what's in that paper. But I'm going to tease it. Because, let's see, has anyone ever done a video on the Vulcan? Probably. I'm not, like, I haven't looked into like how old it is or anything, but to me, as I say, it just looked nice. And when you're ordering slingshots and that online, it is a case of that. Because unless you live near like one of the 2 stores in North America that sell, then like that place you can go, you're going on, that looks nice. So I'm not even going to like the hammer grip on this. Uncomfortable for me, but I don't like hammer grip, so it would be. Don't take my word for that. Like a pinch grip, I've tried. This I don't mind pinch grip, but I'm more of a brace. So the pinch grip on that is. So that's the. I'm going to do a new one. Ah, there you go, Mikey. Started a whole new trend. I'm a brace grip person, which this, let's see if we can get the angle. So that would be perfect because this body's pretty wide here. So to get your thumb right there is actually kind of nice. So let's give this one a couple of shots. Let's go. Whoosh. So I've got a can up there and I have a little splat target. Right. I've got me fanny pack, as you call it. It's a bum bag. But I've got my fanny pack on. So these are brand new bands. And I was almost forgetting, even though the real reason I got these, I'm going to try and be good and use safety glasses at very least whenever I do a new frame, whenever I band things up. Just so I can protect my eyes. So this is a brand new band. I'm going to just do it away and it seems to be okay. Right, let's take a look. So low and to the left. Don't worry, I'm not going to tease you too long because I know everyone what they want to see. Me. Does the beard look really good now? It's still got the dye in it, by the way, just in case anyone's going, ooh, it looks a bit crusty. It's like, it does still have the dye in it. I usually leave it in for a couple of hours. It's a miss. Okay, so I'm missing quite a few now. That first one went. Let's move a few things around. And let's just get ourselves a paper target. And I've got my there. Let's get a target up because to do 2 consecutive misses like that after a hit is very much like me actually. Pegs. Right, the bands are safe, and I am going to continue to use these, as I say, because I bought them, so I do want to. I want to make sure there's nothing subconscious going on, in that maybe I'm moving my arm a bit weird because of the glasses and I'm not used to them. So let's try this. I can see that from here. So that's low and left. So I'm shooting low and like very low and left. Adjusted a bit on that. That one's not so bad. That one for anyone. So the first one was here. The second one was here, and I was aiming up here. So if I go up and to the right a tiny bit more. And yes, I have still lost, not a great deal, because I'm trying to take my time, but lost a little bit of weight. So I'm having to do the fat man thing. You see how I've got the fanny pack? Like, it's really dangling down. It's right on the nads. Like, if this thing jerks, I might start talking in a very high-pitched voice. Okay, that's a bit too far to the right, but still low. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave this one for now. We shall come back. Because I shall tease you no more. This, I know, is what you've come for. Probably already know, and for those that don't, you just have to wait, don't you? But let's go like this. I need to look up to see if there's a sound effect I can put to that little swirl and it changing. Maybe I just record me going swoosh. Like not even excited, I just go swoosh. Right. Very again on the serious side, very well wrapped up, and I've got more paper. Ooh, this is a very nice little pouch. So this pouch, it feels. I'm not sure what the material is. It's definitely a good quality pouch. Printed Omega slings. And a nice little bead there, so I could zip it and pull that up. So let's pull this out. I'll put that pouch safely in my little tub here. Oh, so here's the actual thing. But we got things. We got things with the thing. Right. Let me. Oh, that welcome to the club. Instead of putting it in a frame, I'm going to do something. I'm going to put it on the catch box because I'm trying to build that up. Yeah, I have already spotted there's stickers in there. That's why. So, right. So let's do this. Little goodie bag, and as I say, like I think I said this in another video, like this is what I appreciate, like these little extras. To me, that I've never run a business or anything like that, but to me, just these little touches, they add to like the I've received something. It's like that extra little Christmas, a stocking. That's what it is. It's a stocking for Christmas. I don't know what you call it in America. Like in England, they would call it a stocking. So you got your presents at Christmas, and then you'd have your stocking filled with like candies, sweets, and if you're from England, and this one might take you anyone from England back, a satsuma, which you can't can get here. So I miss them so much. But yeah, like this is like that extra little thing. Or you got your presents and everything, and you got that little bit extra. There's that other little feel good. So these I like, and I do like these bags because I do reuse them. I will make a few band sets, put them in here, roll them up, and put them in a case, or any time that I can think of. I'm very much a reuse kind of person. So I do like that. As you'll notice, it's not going in the garbage on the floor. It is going in my nice little box that's down here of my stuff to reuse. So we have our little Allen key. We have... Now you're testing my eyesight, aren't you? So we have some sniper sling pouches. These feel really nice. These are like velvety. So we have some sniper sling pouches. I'm going to put those in my box here because I do have like an organizer thing. And oh, there's another one. Well, thank you very much, kind sirs. So those will always come in handy because I have some older, crappier ones. So I can use those. And these older, crappier ones, I want to try doing the tabs on a frame. So, oh, let me, hopefully that's showing up. So that's the Ares sticker. And we have the one that I think I've seen other people have, when every shot counts, Omega slings. So let's go put these on the box now. Right. Should I just work my way around? Let's see. That's a bit big for there. Oh, look at that. It literally just fits. And I've just cut my nails as well. Tear this off because there's lots of little corners and things going on. Get down a bit. You see this, Mikey and Chuckin? How careful I am. Look, I'm being so kind to your sticker. There you go. You now have a place. And the Ares, I think, can fit up there. I know that's upside down before you say. Or should it go with the other Omega? What do we think? Tell you what, the first comment on this video of where to put this, so let me know, like, if you can describe. So top, this is simple shot, so should I go left of the simple shot? Should I go below the Omega? Or somewhere else? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to move my finger round the edge and I'm going to count. The first comment that gives me a number, wherever my finger is at that time, as long as it's not going to cover anything else, that's where the Ares sticker goes. So we're starting here, we're going to go anti-clockwise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So, first comment with just with a number in it, or just saying whatever, that's where the Ares sticker goes. And of course, with that sticker, like anyone who hasn't guessed and all that at the moment, that is exactly what is in here. I'm going to do this so you can all see it, sharing in the experience. I'm doing that so that I can see it as well. And really wrapped well is, wow, it just that surprising. When I took it, I was expecting it to have like some sort of like a rough feel, but it's so smooth. So there you go. This is the Copperhead Ares. It is so much smaller than I thought. Like, not smaller, like thinner. I'm actually quite surprised. Now, here's a nice touch, and I never actually noticed this, but the clips are Copperhead as well. So when you unscrew and you loosen it, see there's the clip there. The clip is all like the Copperhead, so it all matches with the pattern. That's really nice work. So let's undo this. There's one clip. These screws seem very good. And what I mean by very good is like that they're in there firmly. It's not like, oh my god, that's tight, I'm not going to do that, but they're in there like it doesn't, not loose or anything. So let me grab yet another one of these. And I'm going to just snip these. So I'll just keep my little cut off bit. And scissors need sharpening. Let's just test it. Yep, that's good. So just for another little close up, there's your Omega logo. This I'm actually really, I'm impressed. Like actually impressed. Like that I wasn't expecting to be, but this is fairly easy to band up. Any sort of fiddling with the fingers, it's because I have ginormous sausage fingers and fat hands and everything, so dealing with tiny little things, it's ruined my sex life. I mean, there it goes. See that? Bye. I'm guessing it matters of where you place these bands. If your bands are thinner than the fork tips, like there, see I've got a little gap there. I'm assuming it because this is the side that like is going to be my aiming corner. I take it still matters on the other end because that would be the width of your band. I wonder if is that a measurement? Like from, let me just tighten this up and let me show you what I'm thinking. Yeah, this Ares is so light. That looks good in there, tight. So what I'm talking about is, let's block that light. I'm going to get something to block these lights out and better lighting. But you see, like, so here's my corner where I'm going to be aiming, and then you've got this little bit here. So my band is obviously thinner than the fork width. So does it mean that I necessarily have to put the band right on this corner? So then I've got like that little gap bit on the inside of both. I'm guessing it does, because like if I moved it to the inner corner, that's less width that the bands are using, and that could affect accuracy, I'm guessing. Um, anyway, let's do this thing with the Ares. And yes, the brace grips straight away. Like when I first started shooting, I'd been watching a few videos, and there was one, and I can't remember. I've used the term as well. It's like just grab the slingshot, and how you pick it up, how it feels natural is just gonna happen. And it was always a brace grip. It just naturally went. So let's just make sure. So that looks like it's good. No, that's slipping. And I know I'm doing things wrong because I was pulling upwards, and you're not meant to do that, of course. So I don't know why I actually did it. But let's get this back in. And that, yeah, see, because that side, I was pulling and that side stayed in fine. I think I was just pulling, hadn't tightened it properly, so just a hand tight. Let's give it a couple of practice. One. Looks good. Right, so it is very. This is another thing, and I'm not surprising anyone. Like there have been people that reviewed Ares. I don't know if I'm the first person outside of Omega to do a video on the Copperhead, but I like it. Like that thin hold. I wasn't sure about it because just purely because I'm used to like the Mega Billies and that, and like if I pull up my Rogue, is that the Rougarou is like I'm talking about the handle. Just looking at the handle, it's not that much thicker, but you can feel it. Like it is thinner, and I like it. So let's give it a couple of shots. I'm going to go for that little hard disk thing. Oh, forgetting to include you. By the way, just in case, because some people said, "Oh, do lives, do lives." The only reason I haven't jumped on the live thing, and I know I've done it with the hillbilly stuff, because I wanted to at least try it, is because I find it hard to. Like, I'm already just like what they call in England like a motor mouth, just like just talking all the time, and then concentrating on this, and I forget that the chat is going on. So the only reason, this is purely the only reason I don't do lives, like if I'm going to be shooting and stuff like that, is I feel bad. Like I feel like I'm being rude, that I'm ignoring the chat. And I know like when I watch other lives, like the chat kind of goes semi in its own direction. Like people are just chatting back and forth with each other anyway, which is an amazing thing. But like most others that I've seen, like they interact with those people in chat, and I just kind of forget that it's there. So I might try another live at some point. Um, but at the moment, like I'm trying to figure out. Like, let me know in comments or on Facebook or something. Like if I was doing a live and just doing like this and just talking and doing my thing, and I wasn't answering your stuff on the chat, how rude would you think I am? Like there is a rudeness to it because I should be paying attention to the chat as well, because I'm like the host. Like at a party, I'd be the host. It'd be like being at someone's party and not like going around talking to people. So let me know because I'm intrigued. Because if it doesn't bother people, then I'll do a hell of a lot more lives. But for now, I'm just like, oh, I've forgotten. Oh, I didn't mention anyone, and like, oh, I missed that person who joined, and like, I think all you guys are great. I enjoy your company. Like whenever I'm in a chat, being sincere now, not jokey, Paul. This is serious. I do enjoy that camaraderie. Oh, and just in case if anyone was wondering, I know, shut up and shoot. Well, I haven't got it on the box at the moment because I've taken the shelf down, but I do have it. Let's put that up so I can remember shut up and shoot. But I've even forgotten where I was going with this now. Let me put my shelf up at least. Just so you can see, shut up and shoot. But oh, the last little thing I was going to say is people might notice my usual greeting when I join a live, and it just sort of naturally just came out that way, and it just feels normal to say that, is like, hi slingshot brethren. So just in case you've never come across the word brethren, you can look it up. It means like brotherhood, like people in a community, a social community that are together. I think there's some religious term to it. I think there's something like old Catholic priests like belong to a brethren. Not sure on that, but the term I'm going for when I say brethren, that means my brotherhood. So, or sisters. I've never seen any do any. I know there's one or two that do some shooting videos, but not really on YouTube. I've seen them on Facebook. But yeah, I've never. Are there any women sling shooters? I don't know. If there are, I'm going to have to look up a new word because then brethren, I'd have to look up the full definition of brethren. Like, would it include women? Does it mean brotherhood, literally as in brothers, as in male, or ADD? This is what it's like. That's why I have shut up and shoot on my shelf. And that's exactly what I was going for, that hard disk. Anyone's wondering why I keep saying hard disk, that is from a few videos ago, dismantling a hard drive to get the magnet out, and you get the discs out as well. And they make great sounds. I watched that video back. Oh yeah, I sometimes don't know what's going on with audio. I'll have to try and figure that out. Sometimes it goes a bit crackly. But where was I going with this? Oh, that ting, that you have to try it. Like, the sound on the video doesn't do it justice. I'll tell you what it's close to. If you've seen all the Harry Potter movies, and I can't remember which one it is, but they're in the guildy place thing, and there's all the dreams are in little glass vials, and all of a sudden they all start falling down, and there's like those smashes of glass vials. That's what it sounds like in real life. Obviously just one, not thousands, but such a great noise. Or I'm very easily pleased. Okay, I'm really impressed with my accuracy with it. I know I'm hitting a disc, but as you saw, I just missed a can twice with the other one. That's 2 hits, and that band is staying in there. So yeah, lesson learned, don't pull bands out horizontally, like straight out the clip, because it's going to come out. I think that's what I've done. Oh, just to backtrack a little bit with the Hillbilly one, that was the Spitfire, and I was doing that, and it was popping out. That's someone corrected me. They also gave me a good hint to fold the latex over in a clip, because then it's latex on latex, it grips better. But someone said, don't pull it out that way, because it's not designed to. So when I don't do that, it stays in there just fine. Right, so that's a side on. Can you get the side on? No, he can't. Just as a little like thing, if ever I go to a competition and you see me there, and then you're pitted against my score, you've got no worries. 0, none. Let's go for that. Splat target. Going to go for the bullseye on the splat target. So that's the can that's left or right of that bit of paper. I've lost track with these cameras when they reverse things. So it's to my right. was no real telling. So here's the dot, and I think it went here. So half an inch low and to the left. I seem to, but now there's one thing I'm noticing with nearly every frame I shoot, I'm always to the left. So anyone wants to offer hints, I'm happy, very happy to listen to what anyone has to say. But I'm just noticing, like the vertical, so like the up and down, like that, I know I can sort of play around with. But it's always like sometimes I go high or low, and I think I'm dropping my elbow, things like that. That's another reason why I've got this set up, so I can analyse myself and try and get better that way. But it's always left. It's always roughly the same amount. Probably an inch, 3/4 of an inch, and let's say an inch to the left. Always. So I wonder if I'm going to try aiming way over to the right. So that was low, but that went right where I was aiming. Like I was aiming to the right of the circle. So I'm going to highlight here. I'm going to bring down a little black highlight. So, oh, actually, what was that? So I was aiming here, and that's where it hit. So on that time, the horizontal was correct, but the vertical was still. So I'm always shooting low. So correcting a low, and I'm only going to do a couple more with this because those of me with like ADD that have already forgotten, I do have the surprise package. In fact, let's just do this one shot, and let's do this now, just so that I can go and get something to eat at a decent time. But there will be more videos with these because I'm going to hit the brakes on buying frames because I've still got frames that I haven't shot yet. There's the Pickle Billy, so I haven't ventured down that path yet. And for anyone who remembers, I still have that Freddy one. Now, I truly haven't shot that yet. I only revealed it like in that video. I want to do something special when I shoot that one. What I'm planning, and it's because like I'm a big horror fan and all that. Someone did actually say you should do it on Halloween, and there's a little bit of me that's like, that's actually a really good idea to like do the first shot with that thing on Halloween night. Again, easily pleased. This is reason number 7,683 why Paul is single. Anyone who's keeping count. Right. So that was, yeah, low to the left. Again. So, just a brief, love it. Absolutely zero regrets in getting this or waiting for it. I had anyone who's, I might have explained this already, I had my eye on the Python one. So the original Ares, the frame, nothing wrong with the frame design. It was purely the colours that were available. I think like the white and blue. It wasn't doing it for me. So when the Python one was announced, I was like, oh, I'm so getting that. But I think I'd already spent all my budget. I'm pretty good with budgeting my money each month. So I've already blown that on the hillbilly stuff. August started to cut back a bit because I've got kids, and it's like, okay, we've got to go out and do stuff. So it's like, okay, definitely September, I'm going to get one of those Python Ares. And then they showed off the Copperhead, and it's like, in the snake world, if I had to choose between having a Copperhead or a Python, I would go Copperhead. I love Copperheads. So yeah, it was like they read my mind. It's one of my top snakes that I love is the Copperhead. So I will be shooting this a hell of a lot more. Once I can figure out, I think my shooting is doing okay because it's always, I'm just not correcting properly. That's the issue that I'm having because I'm always low and to the left. Sometimes I'm off to the right, but I'm going to take this off because it's getting annoying. just for a little bit. Oh, all the ammo's falling out. Right, I forgot where I was, but let's wet the whistle. One thing in Calgary, the air is very dry. Everyone always gets that crocodile skin, and you can moisturise all you want. Like it's so dry, the air, so you find you're always dehydrated here. So this package, this one came from Shades, and if you're not aware of his channel, it is Slinging Skints. I'll put a link below. But like me, where I've got Slinging Nerd, he had Slinging Skint. So I had seen a frame that he had like shown, I believe it's on Facebook, and it's like, oh, like that is amazing. Like, really loved it. I'm a big fan of natties. So when I like started chatting with him about it, he was like, "You can have it," and I'm like, really? And so definite, genuine, kind-hearted guy. Thank you very much from the heart for this. Looking forward to opening it because like, I've only seen it like in a photo and videos, so I'm really looking forward to this one. Again, like I haven't opened it. You can see all this cut out. I was cutting out so that I could show you this stuff and show you opening it. That oh, I've got magnets sticking to my knife, so that I could open this on video. So let's go. Just do a little light cut down there. I'm going to put this knife down there. This, as I said, the copacetic, I literally just sharpened it. It's like a razor. So I don't want to be holding that between fingers and accidentally drop that, because else this unboxing will be join Paul in an ambulance while he's rushed to hospital. Well, that would be fun, because I'd probably be in some, well, not fun for me, but for you, because it would be entertaining, because I probably wouldn't stop the video and you'd ambulance people coming down, bandaging up the foot, taking upstairs. Right, I'm just looking at this because I don't know what the box is, and I just want to make sure there's nothing identifying Shades in any other way than he... I don't think there is. No, so I don't know, did you buy this? But you really didn't have to buy it. I very much appreciate it. It's wonderful. But you didn't have to if you did. But I do appreciate it. Because, I don't know, you might have read my mind. I have a thing for boxes, containers, and things like that. So, a man after my own heart, duct tape everything. Throw this in the garbage. Right, I'm just going to go along the slit. I'm pleased I sharpened this knife. I don't know how other people check their knives, by the way, but I always check it very lightly on the nail and then just try and move it back and forth. If it slides back and forth like that across the nail, it needs sharpening. Just rest it on a nail and move it like that, and it doesn't budge like this. And I can feel it gripping into my nail, just lightly touching. Then that, to me, that means it's sharp. Knife down, and right. Oh, actually, sorry. Let's do this. Let's go. Swing! Oh, that would be a good one, wouldn't it? The Wayne's World swing when it does it. So here we go. I'm going to open it so that we all see it at the same time. Or we see bubble wrap at the same time. Let's put this over here, because I will reuse this box. It looks like he's got bands on it. I saw turquoise. So thank you very much for banding that up, because we've already established that my wrap and tuck is absolute shite. So there's one for your northerners. It's absolute shite. I think I'm bringing in Oasis because they've just reformed and going to be touring. Ooh, so this bubble wrap I'll chuck down there. Oh, so he didn't band it up, but he's giving me a band. So I might not shoot this then on this video, but I am going to use this band. It's a nice one. And cut nicely. I need to get a template or something to be able to cut thinner bands like this, because I'm only shooting at 6 meters, so I need to take the power down. Maybe that's it. It just clicked as I said it. Like maybe my shooting is a bit off because I'm way, way, way overpowered. Those yellow bands are like 0.6 sniper sling, and I think they're probably about a 20 to 12. I'd have to measure them. And I only shoot 6 meters because that's all I've got. So maybe that's it. I'll have to figure something out about cutting bands. But thank you very much. Like these bands, and I do like the colour. That is going to go onto this natty. But the reason, and everyone might see this when I open this, and again, like I'm still speechless that he just said, "Oh, I'll send it to you." Like, I truly am speechless. So this, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, he made this. Now, it's not doing it justice in here, because I've got shitty lighting. I have ordered better lighting. Nothing too expensive, but just something to block out this background and like take down these lights a bit. But look at that. And he's marked it on there for me for the bands, where to go. But this is another thing, like I said I like weird, like awkward. Let's call them awkward. I love awkward natties. One fork bigger than the other, sort of a bit twisted, and like me. So, uh, I think that the best way I'm trying to channel it and get the phrase out. There was a documentary. So I'll still hold this up, but look at this. I said that bit there, like it fits perfectly. Turn it around. Fits perfectly, like in this little crevice. Like so well done. Like seriously, dude, why are you not selling these things? And the polish on it is outstanding. Like it doesn't. It's not tacky or anything like that in any way. Like this. Seriously, dude, you need to start selling these because they're so good. I could be being biased. I don't know here because like you've hit the nail on the head for me. A natty, perfectly polished, nice bit of wood, wonderful grain in there, and it's awkward. I'm using that term for me. Like the forks are kind of like they're not even off in any directions. It's got this knobbly bit. It's everything that I love in a natty. So you just hit the nail right on the head. But seriously, dude, why are you not selling these? Because that, I can't wait to get bands on it now and shoot this thing. So there we go. So that, as I said, that was from Shades or Slinging Skin. Anyone wondering where that comes from? He might have explained it already. In the UK, there's a term skint, skint. It means you've got no money. Are you coming down the pub? I can't. I'm skint. Got no money. So there you go. There's your. I don't know if it's all over England. It's definitely a Cockney term for sure, which would be like northeast Londony, like if you've seen The Craze or anything like that, or any of those movies. Oh, I'm skint. Yeah, he's got no money. But I'm looking forward to shooting this one now. But yeah, look, it's almost designed itself. This is why I love natties because like there's just something about them. Like even when they don't work, they work, and this one works even in my big hands. Look, I've still got plenty of room. I've still got plenty of room to shoot off of doing a brace, and that would fit so nicely in a pocket. And if you put it at the front in a funny pack and you've got this little bit sticking out, then the ladies. Yeah, that would probably be about right as well. Don't you hate people that laugh at their own jokes? No? Okay. But this, yeah, very, very happy with this. I'm happy with all the purchases so far. I've got to get used to this one, this frame. That I'll have to play around with it. I think what I'm going to have to do, that Omega Slings, I think the rest of today is going to be trying to get a decent band set for some of these, cut quite a few. Because, yeah, I think these Sniper Sling, I think I'm just way overpowered. It needs to come down. That's a lot of the time I think why I can't see where it's going, because it's just like, like, I do have one of these. Look, I should do that and actually test the speed of these bands, because I can't see it. When I watch other people's videos online, I can kind of see the ammo. Like, as long as they're not shooting something stupidly powerful, I can see the ammo go. Like when I'm shooting this, I don't. It's like I'm sure the funk is like before I've even let go. Like you don't see anything. So this one definitely prized possession. What I want to do, because I'm getting quite a few frames now, is I've seen this Jorge or Sit Down Sling. Sorry, I can't remember your exact channel name. I will put it down there. I think it's the Sit Down Sling Shooter. I could be wrong. Apologies if I've got that wrong. I will put it. Anyone like going from what I just said, go to the description. The actual channel name will be in there. But I've seen when he's doing his videos where he's doing bands, he's got like, one of those hanging shoe pocket things. You can put your shoes in like little pockets, and he's got all these frames in there. So I do want to get one of those. Probably Temu, AliExpress. It's going to be really cheap from one of those. Just in case you say, oh, Amazon is not cheap in Canada. They're fast, but it's more expensive to buy it from Amazon when I could get it exactly the same item from AliExpress or Temu for a hell of a lot cheaper, and still the free shipping. Just means I've got to wait a week for it rather than a couple of days, but I don't pay for Amazon Prime, so I'd have to wait a week anyway. So that's why I always go to those companies, because it's like I can get it cheaper, and it's Temu here is like, it's not bad. Like usually a week is when I get stuff that I order from there. So it's actually not bad to wait, and it would be the same as if I ordered it from Amazon. I use Amazon so rarely because I hate them. I'm not going to make that a secret. I do hate Amazon, but they're a necessary evil sometimes. Like this beard dye, that is cheaper. If I go out somewhere in Calgary to buy this, it's like $25, and I can get it for $19 for the same pot from Amazon. So some things it's that necessary evil. But Amazon isn't this like, oh, get it from Amazon, it'll be cheap and blah. No. I don't know, anyone else in Canada find that? They're not like, oh, expensive, but they're not cheap. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So we saw everything. So there's that new natty. Thank you very much for that. That will be banded up. I am going to put these bands, as I said, this is actually a really nice bag. Just for the moment, I'm just going to put these bands in here just so that latex isn't deteriorating and I know exactly where it is. And I'm going to sort out what I've got here. And I think that's it for now. And I can't even say it this time because I'm sure you're getting sick of it. And I'm sure at pretty much one point in this video, I might have said fuck.